Hello beautiful people, I'm currently in the country of Georgia. Some of you know it's my home country. I love this place deeply, so fucking much. And they have been developing the Trans-Caucasian path, which is gonna cross entire Caucasus mountains, maybe from Armenia all the way up to Georgia. The trek from Mestia to Ushguli is becoming very popular, and that's what I'm gonna do right now. It's a 4-day trek, and I'm starting it right now. First stop, Jabeshi. Bye-bye, Mestia. Mestia, the starting point is at 1,500 meters high, and the last destination, the final destination, oh my god, is at 2,200 something or 300. So that's a hell lot of elevation for y'all. Look at this, oh my goodness, you are so beautiful. It's not really common to travel solo in Georgia or anywhere in the world, maybe except for Germany and the Netherlands. Everywhere I go, when people discover I travel solo, they're like, and that kind of gets to you. You are confident with yourself and you're confident with what you do. What's happening? Oh, squirrel! It's pretty rare to see a squirrel in Georgia. Not in New York, but in Georgia, yes. So that's my point, actually. So it gets to you, and people scare you. This guest house lady, she told me they saw a bear in the mountains the other day. Also, there was a big thing of 2 men missing, and everybody thought they were dead, but apparently they saw a bear and they off-roaded, and when they off-roaded, they lost their way. So for 1 week, rangers were looking for them. So last night, I had a dream of bears and me getting lost. In my dream, a lot of people were doing this trek, so I think that was like a wishful thinking, wishful dreaming that if there's people, I'm safer. I know I'm gonna be fine, and I do have a little bit of anxiety right now, as I do before every hike and before every big solo adventure, but it always turns out to be fine, and this one is not gonna be an exception. 5 minutes later. No. Look at my background. Look at this. I'm so spoiled. Georgians are so spoiled with amazing mountains. The mountains like this in Georgian language are not really called mountains. You can say mountains, but actually they are Invari. Inva means to freeze. So because it's always freezing up there and there's always snow, we call them Invari or Invartsori. That mountain with 2 peaks is called Ushpa, and it's one of the tallest mountains in Georgia. It's located at 4,710 meters from sea level. And the highest mountain in Georgia is called Shkhara. It's also located here in Svaneti, and in Svani language, here they speak Svani language, they don't speak Georgian that much. Shkhara means 9 because that mountain has a lot of peaks. In Georgian folklore, and especially in tales, 9 is a sacred number. We say that main character was so strong that he climbed 9 mountains, or he was so far away that he swam over 9 seas. Also, the main antagonist, the monster that's called Devi, has 9 heads. So that's that. I'm a little bit afraid of the bulls, honestly. I was like, am I wearing anything red? Am I? No, I think I'm mostly blue. What? I'm drinking chia water because healthy poop is important when you hike. I'm a big Huberman Lab podcast listener, and recently he talks a lot about resistance training this, resistance training that. And I was like, what the hell is resistance training? And turns out it's working out with weights. And I was like, done. In Soviet era, and you know Georgia was part of Soviet Union, all these mountains and peaks were called the peak of Lenin, the peak of communism, the Soviet peak. Blah. I bought this plastic bag so I can pick up some stupid garbage on the road. (1,782 meters high), and we have 10 more kilometers to go. Watch me book accommodation in Georgian. გამარჯობა. დღეს მინდა ჟაბაში დარჩენა და გაქვთ ერთი ადგილი. კარგით, დიდი მადლობა. კი მარტო ვარ. Excuse me, ladies. Sorry. Oh my goodness.
See? He knows it's selfie time. Look at that.
There's a big group of hikers. Guess the nationality. There are so many grasshoppers. It's 11 a.m. and it's already so hot. I was just dreaming about coffee. Yay! Nobody's here. Kamarjoba! უკაცრავად! არის აქვინმე? უკაცრავად! არა, არავინ არ არის. კარგით, მადლობა. Russos here just ordered an iced coffee. I usually don't drink coffee after noon, but it's 1 p.m. and in Georgia we drink instant coffee a lot, which doesn't have that much caffeine. Look at these piglets. Beautiful. Yay, just 1 hour left. 1 hour. Where do I go? I fell in the mud, so I'm just cleaning my shoes now. I guess the last hour will be a little bit wet. This river scares me a lot. It's so loud, it's so strong, and also the color of it kind of gives bad vibes. It's 2 p.m. I'm sweating. I'm ready to take a shower and relax. Okay. Oh, wow. So over these mountains, there's Russia. Just a reminder that 20% of Georgian land is occupied, illegally occupied by fucking Russia. I just checked into the guest house. The host checked me in, and in 2 seconds she left. And she even told me there's gonna be 2 guests checking in this room, and I should show them around. Even I have no idea where the bathroom is. And I love when things are done like this in this country. You let a random person stay in your home all alone, and you trust them. Ready to take a shower, yes. Clean this mess. And then maybe enjoy the sunset. And I have to work a little bit. Fun! Life of a digital nomad. You hike 6 hours and then you work for 4 hours. That's how you pay for those 6 hours. I worked. I had a nice dinner made by my host. I am just walking around in the village, enjoying the sunset and these amazing views that are triple more beautiful when the sun is setting and the colors are vivid and I'm not hot. My hosts literally are not allowing me to leave at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. They said it's not safe because there might be wolves in the forest, which I don't really think so, and B, because there are not so many people starting the trek at 6 a.m. So they'd rather have me leaving at 8, and I have to obey because they have to cook breakfast for me. It's 8:30 and I'm starting now. Good morning. Okay, doggo. Relax. He wouldn't even share one emali with me. These stingy Caucasian shepherds. Today's destination is Adishi, which is 9 kilometers away, but it's a lot more elevation. Hey! I crossed paths with Mila again. She's a beautiful 20-year-old woman who also came here to hike solo. I'm so good! Actually, the first time I saw her, she was with 3 other people, and I figured they were all traveling together. I didn't really vibe with that group, so I just went on my way, but the next morning I realized she was actually traveling solo, just like me, so we connected on a deeper level. I know. For the first few hours, we hiked all the way uphill, and I was enjoying our conversation so much that I didn't even ask any question or record anything. That's just how I am. If I'm really enjoying the moment with other people, I don't try to ruin it by focusing on making better content. So over the last few days, I haven't been recording as much as I did on my first day. After about 2 hours, we met 4 Dutch guys. It's a video. Okay. We clicked with them as well, and all 6 of us continued the hike together. Otachi.
Otachi minda otchi katsiani.
Yes. It's actually quite nice to have a company of these people. They seem all very intelligent, very smart, very nice people. I'm out of breath. It's wonderful to find 5 other like-minded people who are as adventurous as you are or as into nature. It's really difficult to tell if a solo traveler wants to be around other people because we are often solo by choice, comfortable being alone. Not many people are crazy enough to hike in the mountains for 4 days.
So if you're asking Google to create the perfect picture of a landscape, you'll see this.
But all of us here instantly clicked and formed a really beautiful group. These people have a great sense of humor, are intelligent, well-educated young millennials, and I had an amazing time with them. Great combination.
I have hiked through many countries, but I've never seen so much beauty, so much diversity, so much plants blooming, butterflies, and all together in this beautiful place.
That's our home for the night at Dichi. You see how everything is in pink in our room? Mm-hmm. They knew we were girls?
I'm also pink from inside.
We were staying in guest houses, which are literally owned by locals. They live downstairs and usually share the upstairs with the guests. It's a great way to see how locals actually live and to immerse yourself in the culture. Plus, it's affordable, around 60 to 100 lari per night, including a bed and 2 meals, which is about 20 to 35 euros. Good. Oh. Do you have to make a picture? No, that's okay, thank you. What do you think about the hike?
I was really happy because there's like blue signs all the way. So it actually made it way easier than the first stage.
Okay.
And also what makes it easier is that during the trail there were a lot of bars, which got me from one bar to the other one. Yeah. And it really made me go through the process of this
Yeah, it sounds like it's some sort of bar tour, but
From 1 to 10, how difficult do you think this hike is?
5.
6.
5.5.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah.
I think 6.
You also meet a lot of Dutch people.
Not enough Dutch people?
A lot of Dutch people.
I was like, what? You want more Dutch people?
Come here. Dutch people don't come.
No, come here, come here. You're more than welcome.
But we need to check what he likes.
Oh no, it's okay.
Wow, man, you have a...
Because you're giving him dirt.
Sorry.
All these stupid flies around his head.
I think you just can't lick.
Wow, it's so sad. Day 3.
This line is better than Jordan Hughes. Today is the hardest day and I'm equally mortified and excited for the challenge. Today's destination is Iprari. It's 9 a.m. and the sun is already pretty strong. I'm terrified of the day because of 2 reasons. Of the elevation. At some point you have to climb a mountain real fast, real tall, and then climb down. But mostly because we have to cross the river and the water is pretty strong and pretty cold. Glacier water, don't forget. but we are a lot of us, so maybe we can help each other. There's another option of hiring a horse for 25 lari, which is €9, $10, and then you can just cross the river on the horse. So let's see what's gonna happen. That's what happened to me the first day.
Where should I have jumped?
No.
They went that way.
What do we do, Mila?
I really kind of want to cross the river. What do you think?
Me too.
Yeah.
But
You think we should do that?
we should do that.
Yeah, we do that.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, 25 vertical.
Okay.
I'm a little anxious. Whew. It's very cold. So we'll need to cross these, that, and that. It's really, really cold. It's burning. It's burning so bad. Oh, my poor feet. Oh, poor horsey.
Let's go! Yeah, just keep walking.
Nice. All right. Okay.
The river crossing is done. Now I have to go up and come down. We made it, guys. Cheers. Woo! Woo! I'm pretty slow when it comes to hiking up hills. If I'm with a group, I prefer they hike at their own pace and wait for me whenever they want, because I like to take my time, catch my breath, and not feel rushed or hold anyone down. And that's exactly how we did this. Baby steps. Taking baby steps. We came from there all the way. Boo. We're going all the way down now. Going down or up? What's easier? What's easier? Tell me. Up is easier.
Up is easy for the knees, down is easy for the brain.
Okay, look.
Dinner time.
But this one, you know, you can call it 土豆汤, which is like potato soup.
土豆汤.
土豆汤.
土豆汤. I'm putting on some extra layers at my collarbones because it hurts a lot. Some interesting burial site. I picked up some chamomile and mint. I'll dry them out and make some tea later. What's better than herbal tea that you picked in the mountains? We have only 8 kilometers left. On the last day, you have a little bit of, not little bit, 500 meters of elevation going on in the morning, but expect to climb over some fences and handmade ladders. So the last day, I guess, you don't see too many views because you are mostly in the forest. But the hike is very pleasant and it's not hot. There's no sun. So I think it's quite enjoyable. You are not blessed with the views, but if you like walking in the forest, then there you go. Whoops. The sound of the forest is beautiful. Listen to it. Do 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 do. You good?
Good.
45 minutes. This is the last portion of the hike, 45 minutes on the cement, which is not fun, but views are still beautiful. The guys wanted to hitchhike, but I think we won't. We just want to finish the hiking. It's kind of sad to be reaching the final destination, saying goodbye to these beautiful people and this beautiful nature. It's gonna be one of the best memories. Okay, let me tell you a little bit about these towers. These are Svanetian towers or Svani towers. They are hallmarks of the region's medieval architecture. They were primarily built between 9th or 13th century, although some of them date back to 6th century. 6th century people. The towers served both defensive and residential purposes. They provided protection against invaders. Each family or clan of family had one tower and they used it as a refuge during conflicts.
We made it!
I'm equally excited and sad because I need to say goodbye to you people.
I'm also a bit like, it was so nice. The trail, the trip,
Very sad.
meeting you.
We're gonna live here. But
You are?
The good life.
We're gonna buy a horse.
All right, finishing up our hike. That's our stats. 5 stars. The town we reached today, Ushguli, which actually translates to brave heart, is a UNESCO's World Heritage Site, and luckily the locals are not allowed to touch any of this architecture. That's supposed to be the tallest mountain in Georgia, called Shkhara, and I can't see the tip of it because it's cloudy, which is a shame, but I'm not complaining because we got really lucky with the weather these days. Heading back to Mestia in just 80 minutes wasn't easy. We'd been hiking for 4 days, having such a blast, and saying goodbye to these people was heartbreaking. I know I talk about this too much, saying goodbye to people you meet on the road, but it's hard every time and it will never get easier. But knowing that I have 5 new friends who I might meet again in another part of the world is an amazing thought, and I'm looking forward to it. Mila and I actually spent 2 more days together. I brought her to my hometown. If you have any questions about this trek, please let me know in the comments, or you can always DM me in Instagram. I am happy to answer all your questions. No, let me turn off the camera.